Got a question. So after we did the flooring,
Yeah.
we kind of hustled to get all that stuff out. It was like 1,000 pounds of flooring. We had a schedule for dumpster from the company, from our trash company, and they never showed up. And we found a guy, and so we had to, everything was going wrong. The company didn't show up. We found a guy that would do it. And then there was a fire at a landfill he was gonna go to, so we had to get it loaded real quick. So when he got here, we had already moved it all outside, then we threw it all on his truck, and it was pretty rough. Like that was heavy stuff. The next day, I literally thought I was gonna be like hunched over because I was bending so much, and I didn't feel anything. And how
I
are you
might
feeling?
have video of that. I'll look on our ring.
Oh, when we were doing it?
Video of us chucking it, because we weren't
Oh.
throwing it to the end of the truck. We were trying to throw it to the furthest back.
Oh, we were hustling too, man. That comes
Just
from
threw
our
rocks,
yeah.
basically, giant rocks.
But how did you feel afterwards?
Like nothing. Like the next day, nothing.
Isn't that weird? And then Steph this morning, after I got back from walking the dog, that dog, said that, what's that glare on my, oh there.
Oh, it's probably this.
Oh, the light from outside. When I got back from the walk, Steph said, like we've been real busy lately, and she's been riding an exercise bike, and then she hadn't ridden it for...
I got a thing called, we got that freebie exercise bike.
Yeah.
And Steve really wanted me to do it. I decided, okay, I'll try it a little bit or whatever. So I did it for a little while, but I got this sore in the female, or I guess the Netherlands, we'll call it. But I thought ingrown hair, something I didn't know. But I guess it's a thing called a saddle sore. And I didn't know that's what it was, but it took it a while to heal. So I just quit riding the bike for a while because I didn't want to keep flaring it up or whatever. So I hadn't ridden the bike in a while. And then Amanda got a bike, a Peloton bike, from a friend of hers from her book club that was moving. And so she asked me about my bike seat cover because the bike seats are so hard. So anyway, it just came up. She asked about my cushion, and I was like, my cushion doesn't even fit on the bike. It's for a big bike seat.
Yeah, it's a giant cushion.
So I was like, and mine slips around, and that got me thinking that's probably what did it. So I looked into it, and I got some shorts, some bicycle shorts that have like a pad built in.
Yeah.
And so I tried that this morning, and it's been a while since I rode that bike, and I'm like, I'm going to be hurting for certain.
Yeah, because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I haven't done it in so long. And, you know, it's like use it or lose it. So I used it, but I didn't lose it. It was really weird. Really weird. I couldn't believe it. Like I did the whole 15-minute class or whatever, and I even stood more than I normally will stand on it. And it was like nothing. I didn't even get sweaty or anything. It was weird.
I think the only reason you got the saddle sore is because you jumped into it and just was doing it every day. Like you have to build up to that. But
yeah, but I think it's because it was
moving too much.
The seat is super hard and skinny, and I don't know why they make a bike seat that shape for that. Like I don't know. Anyway,
they suck.
Yeah, and then the cushion that I got was a big wide one, so it was slipping around, and
that definitely was it.
And I wasn't very coordinated, especially in the beginning, and I'm still not coordinated, but it's better now. Now I have a better understanding of how to.
Well, if the cushion is moving around while you're on it, that's not good.
Yeah. So anyway, I was really excited because I thought I was dreading starting it back up because of that, but.
We have had so many examples. Say we go hang out with the grandkids or just do something that's
like
very
Dean's
taxing.
Birthday party at the trampoline park?
Yes, like the trampoline park, we went freaking nuts in there. Like we were doing everything.
Yeah.
Jumping and
no pain.
No pain.
Going to play pickleball the first time, we were kind of sore, but it was gone the next day.
Exactly.
And we should have been jacked up. And then the other times that we've gone, we've had no recovery, like nothing. It's weird.
Very weird. But the trampoline park, we both were just like, hey, we're just going to be sore. But we're going to have fun and we're just going to be sore. And we weren't.
It's weird. It's carnivore. I don't know if it's
totally carnivore.
Protein, or if it's because of the fat, or what, or lack of inflammation. And we're doing the grounding now, so I'm sure that helps too. But weird.
There's people that we talked about the trampoline park, and many people were saying, yeah, they've done things to where in the past would have made them definitely sore, like out of commission for a while. So we're not the only ones experiencing it, but what is it that does that? Is it the protein? What? I want to know the physiology behind it. What is happening?
I don't know. When we hammered the whole yard when I got fried. Hammered the whole yard, bending over in this awkward position.
You got to preface that with...
We had the lawnmower that needed a wire
robot
all the way around our yard. And so you got to hammer it in with spikes every, couple
You lay it around the whole border. Yeah, and then you put these little spikes in.
So we're bent over in the sun, hammering.
For hours.
Yes. And you were working on something. I think I did most of the hammering.
I was doing nothing.
No, there was something.
No, I do remember doing something because I was like, we're going to be...
I know, you were doing something in a different position. But whenever I do something bent over, I always throw my back out the next day. Like, it's always kind of jacked up. So I knew I was going to be jacked up.
Yeah.
And it was stiff when I stood up and stuff after, but nothing.
I know.
Weird.
And we even, like, we both know what's going on. Like, we'll do it and we'll both be like, we're fine, but we still are puzzled by it. And we even talk about it like, what is going on? Like, it's always surprising. Even though we've been experiencing these things for almost a year now, it still surprises us.
We should have been jacked up after checking those rocks, the concrete.
I hope you got that on the thing. You guys could see what we were doing. It was pretty brutal. I do have some video showing like the floor being tore up, but if we've got that on video, we had to move all that stuff. So it was probably over 1,000 pounds.
Twice. So we moved it from in the house into buckets to outside.
Because we had to, when he got there, because of the issues he was facing with the landfill, it was going to close, all these things that were going on, we had to move it outside, like she said, which wasn't easy. And then when he got there, we had to load him up real quick so he could get to the landfill in time. And we were throwing some stuff. But it would feel great. And
it's a miracle, weird thing. I don't understand it, but hey, I love it. It's great.
So share your stories.
You're getting older.
Yeah.
And things are hurting less.
Yes, we're conditioned that as we get older, you're just going to have, comedians always make jokes about it. Yeah, I sneezed and blew out my knee or something.
Yeah.
Something weird like that. But that's not happening right now. There's something special going on, and we're coming up on our year anniversary. And that's, to me, this whole thing has been...
Carnivore anniversary.
Yeah, our 1 year carnivore anniversary. And it'll be a good time to look back on, what all we've been through, the changes that we've experienced.
Yeah.
And the ones that are just like a constant surprise. And that's one of them, is the lack of pain. Maybe it's because we don't get inflamed after doing that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you never were going to have pain.
That's the thing, though, is I did the bike this morning. Yeah. And it was only 15 minutes, but I did 15 minutes before, where how long the classes I was doing, 15 to 20.
Yeah.
And I would be really, not sore, but I would be...
exhausted?
Just awkward, I guess I could say. And I couldn't believe I didn't have that this time at all, like nothing. But I mean, I wasn't really having it at the end anyway, but in the beginning it was really awful.
Yeah.
Like really weird.
Yeah, like you broke yourself in and you got your condition up and then you took a big break.
Yeah.
And then you just started up where you left off and you're fine.
Yeah, fine. You did that too though when we had COVID.
That's right.
Because you didn't exercise or do anything for a couple weeks. And
you
were so sad about like losing it because you'd worked so hard to get so fit. And then you said you did a Versa climber and you're like, I was surprised at how easy it was.
Yeah, that's true.
After that break.
I was gonna just like crawl my way back in, and the first Versa climber I did, I didn't kill it, but I did really good, and I was like, man, I don't know how that happened.
Weird.
Just wanted to update you guys on that because I want to hear the stories that you guys have about things
Recovery?
yeah, let's call it recovery. Or things that should have left a mark, but they didn't, you know, like.
Yes.
So we got the fireplace done. That's a black concrete. And now I'm taking the floor up. I'm gonna remove this flooring. We're gonna tear this floor out. The floor is coming up relatively easy compared to how flooring usually comes up. Not too bad. Still got a ways to go. Man, you don't realize how much, it looks like a small room there, but that is a lot of material. We had to hustle and get this out here because I got this guy to pick it up. But he said that the dump that he usually goes to, the landfill, is closed because of a fire. So he's got to go to another one, and it's going to close at 3. So he's got to be here around 2. We got to get this onto the truck, Steph and I, onto the bed of it. He's not helping with that part. And then gonna be out of here.
Yourself, man.
We got it.
And let me give you a business card real quick.
Okay.
Today's just with the fire going on. Hello.
Hi.
My name's Kyle, by the way.
Stephanie.
Stephanie and I'm Steve.
Nice to meet you guys. With the fire going on over by Lamp Canyon, the landfill, it's a mess with dumping today.
Oh.
Is it
It's like a
something-
2-hour wait at another place. It's just a fiasco.
Oh my goodness.
That's part of it. Hopefully we get the fire contained soon. The main thing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't spread.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get you out of here so
Okay.
that you can make it.
And don't hurt yourself. I'm not in that big of a hurry, man.
We won't.
Where do we?
Toss
Okay.
it. Make it simple. And towards the end, maybe most of the way in the middle.
Got it.
Which it'll probably end up that way anyway.
Yeah.
I know exactly where you're at.